guys, this video is all about our fun and adventures at Buren State Park.
We had a warm and sunny day, so we unloaded the bicycles and decided to take a nice relaxing bike ride into South Haven. It's only a 4.5 mile trail. Once you get into the town of South Haven, you'll come to a four-way intersection after the bike trail ends. Take a left, and then you will be meted with this incredibly beautiful view of Lake Michigan. And that's the bike trail path from Buren State Park to the beach at South Haven. Once in South Haven, you can walk your bikes down to the end of the pier to check out the lighthouse. So we're at the South Haven Lighthouse. I've sailed by this multiple times, but I'm always on that side of the lake, so this is the first time actually ever seeing it in person. So really cool to know I sailed by this landmark, and this lake is so big, never even saw it. Once we were done at the lighthouse, we decided to take a stroll down the streets of South Haven. It's not a big town and it doesn't take long to see. Here's some of the artwork that is on the sidewalk. And after you're done checking out the shops of South Haven, you have to take a stroll down the sidewalk that follows the channel all the way out to the lake. And you can see the boats coming in and out, and that will take you all the way out to the lighthouse where we were at. So we spent about 2 weeks at Van Buren State Park in Michigan. It's just south of Grand Haven, and wanted to give you our final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
You want to go first? You want me to go?
No, I'll go.
Okay.
So we came here at the end of April. Actually, it was May 1. So it was still cold during that time. But, you know, Michigan weather, sometimes it's really beautiful in May. And it's beautiful 60 and 70 degree weather. It just so happened this was the year that it wanted to be 40s. We're lucky one day we got to 50s, but the sky was blue and everything, and so it was just kind of a little bit more difficult to do a lot of stuff outside just because it was cold, but we went an amazing bike ride. South Haven is just this cute little touristy town kind of thing. When we went, it just wasn't as busy as maybe it normally would be, but cute little ice cream joint. Dan got some ice cream from.
And a candy shop.
And the candy shop that we got some candies from. We stopped off at Maria's restaurant.
This is a little out of the way, and it's not out of the way. It's right
like
off the
2
main
blocks
street.
over. It's so
Italian
close.
restaurant, and it was so good.
So then also we walked down to the beach, which is max a quarter mile from this Van Buren State Park, which is really nice. It's a nice little kind of like a wood chip path down, and then you walk through a parking lot and then a cement sidewalk down. The erosion because of the water levels have been really crazy, but you just come up over the dune, and as you just get to the top, you just see this beautiful water. The beach was beautiful. Some good rocks for the picking if you're a rock looker or
Rock hound.
I think that beach walk was beautiful. Obviously, just looking out at that beautiful water was just amazing itself.
Yeah.
We didn't go in the water because it was way too cold and windy that day, but the dogs loved it. It was the first time Liberty kind of saw waves, and she loved it. She was trying to catch them, and it was a really good experience for the dogs.
Some of my thoughts on the campground, if it is big rig friendly.
Yes.
You know, we have a 41-foot fifth wheel, and as long as you take your time, it is very easy to get in and out of here. The pump station is right by the ranger station, and it's 2 lanes.
Just as you come in. So if you're coming in, you have to grab water from there on your way in.
But on the way out, there's 2 lanes. Now, if you're doing it, we saw on Sunday, there was quite the line waiting for the pump stations.
The bathrooms here, they did say they are older. And this isn't
even older than me.
This is an older state park. They did say that they plan on updating the bathrooms in the spring of 2022. Yeah. So perhaps they're going to have some new bathrooms. I don't know. I don't know if that's a rumor or not.
And also, if you have a big rig, we are right next to the lake, so you have to expect a lot of sand.
Yes.
So when we first parked the castle, we noticed that some of our stabilizer jacks were actually sinking into the sand. We pulled them up, put some more bigger blocks under them, more surface area to stay on top of that sand. And then we re-leveled again and noticed it's still sinking just a little bit, but not as bad as it was. So just know, you know, if you got a heavy rig,
bring extra blocks, bring extra things so you can really expand your surface area so you're not sinking in the sand slowly over time.
And maybe after a couple days, recheck your level. You may have to, you know, adjust. If you ride your bike to South Haven, you're gonna ride right by blueberry fields. I imagine they have a pick your own, or there's gonna be stands set up once the blueberries are in season. So come here for your fresh blueberries.
A lot of the concerns with big rigs and things that like fifth wheels and Class A's and stuff is your height clearance and whether there's trees and things in the way. There was no overhead obstacles, so they keep the trees pretty well trimmed, so you're not worried about hitting anything on the top of your rig.
Or maybe the bigger rigs help keep them trimmed. But we didn't hit anything.
We didn't get anything
coming in or going out. You know, state parks have a more affordable camping. As I've shown on the video, some of the sites are more open to sunshine and other sites are more secluded, a lot more trees and shade. So you have options there depending on what kind of site you're looking for. And we have a 50 amp rig, but right now we're on 30 amp.
Right.
50 amp rigs work on 30 amp. You just can't run all 3 ACs.
We didn't need all 3 ACs.
We don't need all 3 ACs. We just need the furnace. But there are a handful of sites that have 50 amp. So if you come in here in the middle of summer and you absolutely want your 50 amp, which I respect, because I'll be that way in a couple weeks. Just go through the descriptions of all the sites or set your parameters, and there are 50 amp sites here. Otherwise they all have 30 and 110, and then there's even some tent sites if you guys are into roughing it.
Right. And I don't know if you said this or not, it is a dry camping facilities, so all you have is electricity. So if you have a rig that you can put water in for holding tanks, then you would obviously fill up at the fill station. If not, then there are water
stations.
Yes, there's water stations throughout the whole park, so that's really nice that if you need some water to drink, or if you're tenting and you want to get some water, there's water stations throughout. But
the only thing you're gonna have at your campsite is electric.
Yes. Which we needed that for heat. That's all I was worried about.
Yep.
I was freezing.
Yeah, electric and propane, we are good.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't even have your hat on.
Well, I took it off for the video.
Well, I know I didn't want to take off. It's so cold, I didn't want to take my hat off. Sorry, I've got my hat on. Cold. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to be notified whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching.